Hi guys! In this video I will test some new face products by Essence and I will use the Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup Healthy Glow with Vitamin Complex and Cranberry Water, and I got the shade Fresh Honey. I will also use the Get Picture Ready Contouring Palette. I will blend the foundation with the Super Beauty Sponge, and you can also get it in blue and pink. And for the lips, I will use two lip paints, Vibrant Shock, and I got the colors Voyeur and Red Viper. I will also do some check-ins and a wear test at the end of the video, and we will see together if these products are long-lasting. As always, don't forget to subscribe to get notified for my latest videos, and without further ado, let's get started with the review. How cute is this sponge? So let me take it out from the package, and this is how the sponge looks. It's very soft. Can be used wet, when wet sponge doubles in size and becomes even softer. I will use it wet. I always use my sponges wet, and we will see if it doubles in size. But first I'm going to use a primer for my face, and I will use, oh, I didn't find it. Just a second. So I am between these two. Which one should I use? So because I think all the products that I will use will be affordable and drugstore, I will use the Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base by Catrice Cosmetics. So every time I do a review about a new foundation that I get, I always use the same primers and the same setting powders. So I know that if something doesn't work, it's not the primer and the setting powder, it will be the foundation. I will not use a lot of this primer. I will use like a pea-sized amount of product. And what I like to do is to blend it with my fingers, and then I press it into the areas that most of the times I get oily, and this is the T area and the top of my cheeks because I have some enlarged pores. And I press the product on these areas to get them into my skin, and then whatever is left I just blend it all over my face. I'm going to wet my sponge. I'm back! This is how the sponge looks after I wet it with water. We can see it doesn't fit into the packaging. I believe that this part here very soon it will be separated, and I have the same issue with my Real Technique sponge. Oh, look at that! Look at that! This is a breathable texture with wake-up effect. Let your skin healthy glow. Medium to high coverage without mask effect. I got the color of the foundation 1 month ago, and now I'm a little skeptical. Why did I get 30? As always, I will apply with the sponge on half of my face the foundation, and on the other half I will use a brush, and this way we see if the product is blendable with brushes and sponges. I don't know which side I should use. I will use this flat area here. This is not a very liquidy foundation. That's good. It has a smell, a chemical smell. It's mild. It's not something that it will make me nauseous. I feel that the sponge soaks up a lot of product. The color is very good for my skin tone. I will try with the edge of the sponge to apply it into the edges of my nose. I really like testing new foundations. Let me know in the comments below if you would like me to use something more pricey or another affordable foundation. So this is why I am so pale. This is Shine 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 lip gloss by Essence in Happiness in a Bottle. I always use it on my videos. So about the foundation, I like the finish. It's not very glowy, it's not matte, and it is a little bit sticky, so I will need a generous amount of powder to set it. but I really like the finish and I like the coverage as well. As we can see, it covered a lot of my redness. This is not a full coverage with only one pump. You need more product, and I like that it covered a lot of my discoloration and some of my veins and redness, and oh, it covered my freckles too on this side of my nose. That's nice. Also, it is very comfortable on the skin and very lightweight until now that we didn't set it, and I really like the finish. Maybe this one will be one of my new favorites because I'm always using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte. Maybe I can start using another foundation. About the sponge, I feel that it soaks up a lot of product because the consistency of the foundation, it looks to me that with one pump I would get a fuller coverage. I will apply again one pump of product. I will use my flat synthetic brush by Sigma for the other half of my face. And we will see if this is blendable with a brush too. It is easily blended with a brush too. You should also use tapping motions because you can see some lines, so if you see them, just tap them and you will blend it perfectly into your skin. About the coverage, you can see that it almost covered my red spot that I had here. I think I have a fuller coverage with the brush because the sponge soaks up more product, but it's not bad. With both tools, the foundation looks very nice. So I will also apply a second coat of the foundation on this part with the sponge, on this part with the brush. So we will see if this foundation is also buildable. So as I can see on my hand, the foundation has oxidized a little bit, and I feel that also on my skin is a little bit oxidized. With the setting powder, it will be okay. This is not so dark. With the sponge, it is very easy to build the foundation on my skin. With the brush, it's not as easy. It leaves the lines. You need to tap them. You need more time and effort with the brush to blend it into your skin, and you can still see some strokes. So I would suggest to use a sponge, maybe not this one. It hided my veins, my redness, my freckles, my red spot. So it says here medium to high coverage without mask effect, and I can say yes, you can build it. For concealer, I will use the Instant Anti-Age Effect Concealer by Maybelline. So I will apply it all over my eye area. I will blend it with my sponge, so we will see if this can blend easily concealer too. With this sponge, it's not very comfortable to blend your concealer. The surfaces are very big. They don't fit well into my inner corner, for example, or I cannot blend very easy the under eye area. Yeah, I don't think this is very easy to use for the eyes. It gives a very nice natural finish to the skin after you blend with this sponge. I just feel that it soaks up a little bit more product. So I will set my face makeup with fixing powder by Artdeco Cosmetics. So this foundation is very sticky. You definitely need to set it with powder. I hope I will not need a lot of powder, so I will make my skin dry. So I needed a generous amount of powder to set the foundation, and now it is okay because I wanted to set it very well because I'm going to use on top of them these powders from the contouring palette. If your foundation is not very well set and it is still sticky, when you try to apply on top of it a powder product, it will not blend very nice. It will look flaky. So if you don't want to use a lot of powder all over your face, at least apply apply generous amount of powder on the areas that you want to contour or to apply some blush. And if these products are powders, it is best if you set them very well with powder. If you're going to use liquid products or cream products, you should apply them before you set your foundation. For my contouring today, I will use this palette here, and it is the Get in Shape contouring palette, and it contains 3 soft matte powder textures to easily outline and define your facial features. And it says, use the light powder to accentuate the high points of your face. Use the light brown powder around the hairline and under the jawline to add the definition. Use the dark brown powder for creating shadows under your cheekbones and on the sides of your nose for a slimming effect. For contouring, most of the times we need cool tone brown shades, and these are a little warmer than usual. So I will take the light brown shade and I will apply it on my forehead, on the highest points of my cheekbones, also on my jawline. With a smaller brush, I will define the sides of my nose. So I will take a very small amount of the darker shade just to use it on top of my cheekbones, but I will take a very small amount because this looks very dark for me. Yes, this is very dark for me. For someone with a darker skin tone, I think this will work very nice. I'll apply too much here. This dark brown shade, it's not for lighter skin tone. So I will try to take some of it with a tissue because this is too much. Every time that you feel that your contouring or your bronzer is very intense, you can just take a tissue and remove it very lightly. You don't want to remove the foundation, just the color that it is so intense. With no additional product, I will just blend the edges. I will take the lighter shade and I will try to highlight my cheekbones, and also I will clean the cheekbones because my contouring is a little bit more down than usual, and I will also highlight a little bit my forehead and my nose. The areas that I can see the difference is on the top of my cheekbones, and also I was able to clean my contouring with this one and then just blend it so you don't have harsh lines. So about the contouring palette, the shades blend very nice and very easy onto the skin. I wouldn't recommend to apply the shades according to the instructions on the packaging because the darker brown shade is very dark for someone with light skin tone. The light shade, it's not very strong, but you can clean your contouring and you can also brighten up your eye area and your cheekbones. I don't see a lot of difference on my forehead or my jawline on my nose. So for blush, I will use the Matte Touch blush by Essence in Peach Me Up. This is one of my most favorite colors and blushes from the drugstore. I will take a small amount and I will apply it on the highest points of my cheek. Just smile and apply your blush. You can also take the lighter shade to clean the edges of your blush application. To highlight my cheekbones, I will take the Eye and Face palette by Essence in Glow for It, and I will take the lighter shade. Then you can take a big fluffy brush and blend everything with circular motions. So until now, I really like the face makeup. I will continue with the eye area, and after that I will do the lip swatches. So I'm back after 4 hours and let's do our first check-in, and this is the finished look. And for the eye makeup, this is a fall inspired makeup look. I will link it down below if I have already uploaded that video, or else Don't forget to subscribe to get notified for my latest video. And let's start with the check-in. So about the foundation, the intensity of my blush, of my bronzer, and of my highlighter is exactly the same. And I am just a little bit shiny on my cheek area, which I don't mind. It looks like a healthy glow, which this makeup says it gives you. It looks very natural. Also, I have been filming and I have a lot of lights in front of me. Maybe if I wasn't filming, I wouldn't be shiny at all. I feel comfortable with the foundation on my skin. The foundation is in place. I don't have any weird patches. So now it's time to do the lip swatches. And on my lips, I have, for the fall inspired makeup look, I have used the Cruella Velvet Matte Lip Pencil by NARS. And this is one of the products that I got from the Sephora favorite superstars. I have done a complete makeup look with all the products that I got from that value set, so I will link it down below if I have already uploaded it. I will remove the Cruella lipstick. So the first color that I'm going to use is the Voyeur, and this color is like a beige, grayish, mauvish color, and it comes with a doe foot applicator. So let's see how it looks on the lips. It smells like green apples. The taste is horrible. Don't taste it, guys. So I'm not very sure if I need to let it dry for a little bit. The color is not very complimentary for my skin tone, or maybe it is because my eyeshadows are so warm toned now. It gives a tingling effect on the lips, and it says here that it is a liquid lipstick with a velvet matte finish and no wear feel. Vibrant color in just one swipe. I needed 2 swipes to get the color like this, because with only one swipe, somehow it was blended into my lips and I could see my lip color. So I needed 2 layers of this one. And for some reason, it has a tingling effect on my lips. It doesn't say if it is plumping, so I don't think it is a plumping lip paint. This tingling effect is a little uncomfortable for me. If you like plumping lip products, maybe you will not mind the sensation that this lip product gives you. Now that I have left it for 2-3 minutes more, the tingling effect goes away and it's not so uncomfortable. So I guess I will not feel anything in a few minutes, so I will let it for 5 more minutes to see if the tingling effect goes completely away. So after 5 minutes, I can still feel the lipstick setting on my lips, but it is fading out. So this is not transfer proof. I don't mind it. I always remove my lip products before I eat, and if I have lipstick, I will drink, for example, even my water with a straw. So the next color that I got is the Red Viper. So with only one layer, we can see that the color is very patchy and it is uneven. I also don't like the applicator. I forgot to mention it for this one too. It is stiff. Also, it is very long and it is difficult to bend it and get to all the corners of your mouth. With this color, I also have the tingling sensation on my lips. I will apply a second coat to see if I can make the color opaque. No. With the second layer, I still have patches. The color is not distributed well on the lips. This is a very nice color. If you want something similar, you can get Prim from Colourpop. I will link down below the lip swatches that I did for a lot of Colourpop lipsticks, and you will also see this color, how it looks on me. The good thing with these lip products is that they don't stain the skin, so if you do a mistake, you can very easily take a Q-tip and clean it. I also don't like the sensation that it leaves on my skin. I didn't really like both of these, so I will do in a few hours my last check-in, which will be the final wear test. And don't go anywhere, I will see you in just one sec. So it's been 3 hours and let's do our final wear test. As always, I didn't do a touch-up with a tissue or with setting powder, and let's see what happened with the foundation. It is comfortable on the skin, but at the same time it is very shiny and it emphasizes the pores or any texture that you have on the skin. I didn't like that. I wanted a lot of powder to set the foundation. Almost after 8 hours, I am so shiny. Even on the areas that I am shiny, it's not sticky. That's good because it will not transfer on your clothes. It doesn't look very bad. I just like a more matte finish for my foundations. Also, I don't have any patches of dryness or greasiness on my skin. Basically, the foundation didn't move. So this is not a hit or miss. This is in the middle. I think that if I use it with another primer, maybe it will not get as glowy as today. So the Get Picture Ready Contouring Palette is a product that I would actually recommend. It blends very easy, and I'm not used to good contouring products by Essence. In my last Essence review, I used a contouring stick that it didn't work for me, but this one works very nice and I really like this product. So about the sponge, I think that the structure of the sponge is not ideal for the under eye area and for the inner corners of the eyes. Also, I feel like it soaks up a little bit more product than it should, but at least it blends the product and it gives a natural finish. This is in the middle for me too. It's not a hit, it's not a miss. So that completes this video. I hope that you liked my review. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!